year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Brooklyn Barons.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And nothing but green grass here in the middle of the field. And touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 79 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. The ball popped in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And a Cardinal first down. Carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On play action, it's Murray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A pickup of 6. Brings up second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Murray. This is caught. This is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Barons 7, Cardinals nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's a jet sweep. They get it to Foster. They're going to be set down around the 15-yard line.
he's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Here's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Murray's pass.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play fake. Murray. It's Ryan for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use to back into the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl. I think the ball's out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. There he goes, left side, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Murray now to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And the Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st down.
Now Murray off play action. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 18.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. L.J. Collier. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Coverage intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before half from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for... And got his man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
Here we go! Here we go!
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Justin Tucker set to
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
first down, Arizona.
From the gun, Murray. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Brandon Ayuk.
A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown! put this one out of reach. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And his kick is good.
Score Barons 35. Cardinals nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray, flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. He locates Walker, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Gibson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes, you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he stopped immediately there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing.
to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but and Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run with Mostert, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll try and run it. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Murray going to throw. This will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score, Barons 42.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same